Right now at 6, Prairie du Chien is cleaning up after flooding with the help of the city's younger generation. High schoolers are hitting the Riverside streets to help their neighbors. And an investigation is underway after a Monroe County Sheriff's canine dies from what officials are calling a heat-related injury.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Cleanup is underway in Prairie du Chien after a record-setting flood damaged multiple homes. News 8 Now's Dua Israr was at the cleanup where turnout was actually so high, some volunteers had to be turned away.
April's flood left things like bicycles, branches, and other debris in people's backyards. Now, high school students are helping restore their community.
Oh, this is a heavy one. If you ask this group of teenagers, they'll tell you this is a fun end to a record-setting flood.
That is really wet.
In April, Prairie du Chien high school students sandbagged houses around their community.
When we came out 2 weeks ago, we set out all the sandbags to help control the flooding.
The sandbags helped, but many homes still saw damage.
It was really awful.
Carla Traister has lived in Prairie du Chien for 56 years.
They cleaned up a horrible mess in our backyards back here.
Traister says the best part of her community are the kids on her lawn.
These kids are great. They're friendly and they're polite and nice. I can't say enough thank yous to these high school kids.
The mud is no match for students with determination.
Grody.
A goal to clean up their home.
It's really rewarding and fun. We're able to obviously help out our community and make it look more presentable.
Traister says this town is here for one another.
We did good work today.
Dang right we did.
Even when the next flood hits.
I live in a wonderful community, wonderful young people. I'm just so thankful for everybody.
Traister just doesn't plan on sticking around for it.
Well, hopefully it will be 20 years from now and I won't be here.
That's Dua Israr reporting. Thanks very much, Dua. Now, if you are in PDC and have damage to your property, be sure to report it to 211. Crawford County Emergency Management says they are collecting that info for possible aid from the state. And not too bad of a day to do some heavy lifting if you're moving sandbags in that area, because a noticeable chill in the air today, Bill.
Yeah, cooler is definitely because that cold front that kind of backed through the area last night, and we still had that smoky haze from the wildfire smoke from wildfires burning in western Canada. It's a large area of smoke, so we dealt with it yesterday and we dealt with it today as well. Not only that, we've got some passing clouds right now. Makes for kind of a gloomy look through CityCam this evening. And also, that smoky haze kind of kept temperatures about 3 to 5 degrees cooler than where we perhaps could have been if we would have had blue sky and sunshine. So 65 in Eau Claire. Can update that 66 to a 67 in La Crosse. But as you can see there, most spots saw highs only in the 60s. Again, there's a look at some of the clouds creeping through the area from west to east. Current temperatures not too far from those afternoon highs. Generally low to mid 60s, even a 67 in Boscobel. So still hazy tonight with those passing clouds. Seasonable temperatures, lows in the 40s to low to mid 50s, right around 50 degrees here in La Crosse. Unfortunately, I think that haze may stick around for tomorrow. Then we'll have a cold front bring a chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. I'll talk more details about that in just a few minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Bill. Well, an investigation into a sheriff canine's death is underway in Monroe County. According to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, the canine Colt was taken to a veterinary clinic last Wednesday after suffering a, quote, heat-related injury. The dog was then transferred to a clinic in Madison, but died Monday afternoon. Now, the Vernon County Sheriff's Office will be working with the Juneau County District Attorney's Office to do a full investigation. In the meantime, a Monroe County deputy is currently on administrative leave. Canine Colt started serving the county sheriff's office in 2018. He was 6 years old. Bipartisan talks about shared revenue continue in Wisconsin today. The governor says he's working with Republican lawmakers toward a compromise that would increase the funding for local governments. That money goes towards supporting the likes of police and fire departments at the municipal level. Evers has promised to veto the Republicans' plan in its original form because he said it comes with too many strings attached, but says he's optimistic and hopeful for a new plan. He says he expects negotiations to continue for several weeks and did not say what compromises lawmakers may reach. If a plan is passed, it would increase state aid for local governments for the first time in nearly 3 decades. Over in Minnesota, lawmakers passed a bill that would give more protections to warehouse workers who have to meet productivity quotas. The protections are in a larger omnibus bill passed by the House and Senate. Employers will be required to provide each worker with a written description of quotas. It also prohibits employers from firing or disciplining any workers for failing to meet a quota that hasn't been disclosed to them. The bill is aimed at protecting employees at companies like Amazon. A $60.5 million settlement is coming to Minnesota after a 3-week trial with Juul and Altria. Attorney General Keith Ellison made the announcement today. This settlement is the largest per capita of all 48 states and territories that have settled with Juul. The settlement includes restrictions on Juul, including changing marketing habits, restricting Juul sponsorship in the state, and rules for how the product is sold.
We were the only state willing to take this battle to trial and hold the bad actors accountable. It sends a message that you cannot get away with this. We will put you in front of a Minnesota jury and you can take your chances.
The settlement includes restrictions, including marketing habits, restricting sponsorship in the state, and then rules for how it's sold. Pending legislation would use the settlement funds to prevent youth smoking and vaping. Well, introducing the newest Commodore and First Mate for this year's Riverfest, Jake and Jesse Erickson. The lacrosse couple was chosen from a pool of area men and women for the title of Commodore and First Mate. Jake is the CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater La Crosse, where he actually met his wife, Jessie. The Ericksons will reign over the 40th edition of Riverfest. Jake says it's a very special moment for his family.
Just looking forward to being part of this great tradition. And I mean, Riverfest, when you think about Riverfest, it's summer, it's fun, it's family, it's music, it's people, and we are just excited to be part of it.
Although there'll be Riverfest royalty this summer, Jesse says this opportunity extends beyond the festivities.
We're looking forward to not just the 4th of July activities and the whole Riverfest excitement, but also the year, all of the other amazing parades and festivities that we're going to be a part of and the people we're going to be meeting in the community, and we're really excited for that.
This year's Riverfest will be 5 days long, from June 30th to the 4th of July at La Crosse's Riverside Park. The Ericksons will officially assume their roles on June 13th during the Commodore Dinner. Still ahead, a new tool to help speed up diagnoses. We get a look at Mayo Clinic's new robotic machine that takes a look inside patients' lungs to help doctors spot cancer.
When Derek Van Orden wanted your vote, he signed the U.S. Term Limits Pledge. But now, Congressman Van Orden is breaking his U.S. Term Limits Pledge. Term Limits Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. What's this spring like? Free flowers. All month long, save up to 20% off store-wide. Plus, as a thank you, get $50 worth of free flowers from Sparta Floral when you spend $499 or more. Buy a sofa, get free flowers. Buy a fridge, get free flowers. Buy some flooring, get free flowers. While you're picking up your free flowers, buy some more flowers. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for Auto Show, where you can experience new Ford SUVs firsthand. Then head to your Northland Ford dealers for exclusive offers like 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Hurry in today. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Oh no, I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic, we're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay, just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap back.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh yeah. Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
Diapers in politicians must be changed often, and for the same reason. And already something stinks about Derek Van Orden. Now politician Van Orden is breaking his U.S. Term Limits Pledge. Term Limits Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
A new procedure at Mayo in La Crosse will make it easier for doctors to diagnose and treat lung cancer. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen spoke with doctors using this new tech and shows us how it works.
In healthcare, timing is everything. At Mayo Clinic Health System in La Crosse, Dr. Mark Norton is seeing more time cut short.
We've got an aging population that kind of grew up in, a smoking, heavy environment. They're at high risk for developing lung cancers.
For some, those screenings could come too late. For others,
if we're able to do that in diagnosis in its early stage, then we actually have an opportunity to cure it.
In traditional cases, getting a lung cancer diagnosis is time-consuming.
Usually what that would be just following it and seeing how it behaved over time.
That's where Mayo's new tech, a robotic-assisted bronchoscopy, comes in.
It's a pretty low-risk procedure.
It streamlines the process using CT scan data to map out a person's airway. That map is then plugged into the robot, where doctors navigate to the nodules.
This mapping system gives providers a clear pathway to diagnosis.
We're using multiple vantage points and perspectives to increase our precision and our ability to really get to that nodule safely.
Dr. June Che is the bronchoscopy director.
We got excited about the potentials it could have for our community.
She says this gives healthcare workers in the room answers to their questions quickly.
That real-time conversation is invaluable.
The process helps diagnoses happen faster and gives valuable time back to patients. In La Crosse, Emily Haugen, News 8 Now.
Incredible stuff. Thanks, Emily. Mayo in La Crosse has so far completed 2 bronchoscopies since May 11th. Doctors say both were successful, and they're looking forward to seeing the difference it makes in those patients' lives. Still ahead, families are gathering to celebrate the legacy of Lincoln Middle School as its final academic year is coming to a close. And the Tomah VA is supporting veterans experiencing homelessness with their 13th annual Walk and Roll.
And that was the 7th day this month with a below average high temperature. Now rain is back in the forecast for tomorrow. I'll have the details of my 8-day forecast after the break.
All right, you have to go.
The U.S. Open tennis tournament's going on these days. And there's a picture of a, female tennis player in the paper. So
Yes.
I was like, what is up with the grunting and the tennis?
No, that's not exactly what you.
Well, and I did a couple sound effects. You know what I'm talking about. That. I can only watch 5 minutes of that before I have to turn it off. I enjoy watching tennis, but my goodness, is it really help you play?
Selling your car yourself can take weeks. Selling to an online reseller takes days. Selling your car to Dahl Auto takes 30 minutes. Bring your title and keys and leave with a check. Dahl Auto, simple.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Nicolay, baby. I'll testify my commitment to the truth. Companies tremble while I'm spitting in the booth. I'm a lawyer rapper, peep the fit. Reppin' Nicolay law, cause we're the.
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm making a rap video.
Good job, good job. All right.
Boom! Billboards, baby!
Community. It's baked into everything we do. And with Perkins Strawberry Freshtival, everyone can enjoy farm-fresh strawberries, starting at just $8.99. Indulge in all our delicious favorites, from crepes to pancakes and more. And don't forget a slice of strawberry pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
What lies inside all of us is more than data. It's life. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. We ask for 1 million individuals to come forward and stand on this landmark in history. All of us are different, And it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
The service departments at the Dahl Auto Group are staffed by the most experienced team in the region. Whether you're buying a used car they've inspected or driving home one they've serviced, you can trust their work for years to come. Dahl Auto, simple.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Families and staff are celebrating the legacy of Lincoln Middle School tonight. Soon, the school will close for good after nearly 100 years in La Crosse. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall is live from the party that's going underway and has the latest for us. Jeremy.
Ken, good evening to you. It is a packed crowd here. Everyone's out here tonight celebrating this legendary middle school that will be closing its doors after nearly 100 years. People are enjoying food, games, activities, you name it. And like I said, it is a packed crowd, as you can see, on this nice, beautiful Wednesday evening. Now, coming up tonight at 10, you'll hear from a mother who not only did she go here, but one of her children went here, and so did her friends. They tell me they remembered those days like it was yesterday. So for now, Ken, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Jeremy, thanks very much. And like you mentioned, we will have more from tonight's celebration and some of those memories coming up at 10. In the meantime, a Tomah VA tradition is returning to support veterans who are experiencing homelessness. The organization's 13th annual VA 2K Walk and Roll event happened today. Community members and veterans were invited to walk a 2K, or just over a mile, around the VA facility. Community participants brought some donations for veterans who are living unsheltered, like transportation vouchers or disposable food utensils. The VA says since 2011, $3 million in donations coming from events like these have gone to help those homeless vets. Certainly a cause worth contributing to. And like we've been mentioning, some of the events outdoors, not a bad day for it, even though it's been a little cooler than we saw earlier this week, Bill.
Cooler indeed. And did you ever see the movie Ransom?
I have not seen the movie Ransom.
So Mel Gibson, like, give me back my son. Like, that's what I've been thinking the last 2 days. Like, yeah. I want the blue sky and the sunshine.
Because of these hazy clouds. Man.
Yeah, it's just, and it really kind of did a number on the temperatures today. That was a bad impersonation, but or impression. But my goodness, it's been a hazy stretch the last 2 days. So blue sky and sunshine has been at a premium. Now, we did see some filtered sunshine again today, managed a high of 67 again. Part of that because of the hazy conditions, and the other part because we had that cold front kind of back its way to the south and west across the region last night. So 6 degrees below average, 92 and 29 the records for today, and no rainfall across the region. 65 degrees with kind of a mostly cloudy combined with the haze conditions. 67 here in the downtown area, and the Mississippi Fallings 9.74 feet. Mostly cloudy for you folks in Eau Claire as well, 64 degrees. And you can see these clouds kind of spilling across the upper Midwest at this time, along with that haze, which is hard for the satellite imagery to pick up. Unless you look at the visible imagery. We checked that out last night. Now, again, cooler as that front kind of backed its way from northeast to southwest across the region last night. Then the front's going to lift back across the region as a warm front. It's going to warm us up a little bit for tomorrow. Then a cold front comes into play, brings a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and into part of tomorrow night. But boy, much cooler air. Filtered across the Great Lakes states, 50s and 60s with the warmer air just to our west, and we are in that cooler air with current temperatures primarily in the 60s. Winds generally from the southeast around 5 to 10, even 15 miles per hour in the open areas of southeastern Minnesota. So dry tonight, still hazy with some passing clouds. I'm afraid that haze is going to stick around tomorrow, and as the cold front comes through, a couple things here, some scattered showers and thunderstorms. The other thing we'll have to watch is if that cold front kind of transitions that smoke aloft, which is up around 10,000 feet, down to the surface. That could impact visibility, and we may smell some smoke as that cold front comes through. So just something to think about. If you do smell smoke, that may be why. And then those chances for showers and thunderstorms continue through about midnight and then really decrease after that. And then Friday, more clouds and sun, maybe a few spits and sprinkles, but the main story Friday will be much cooler temperatures. temperatures. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has us in a level 1 risk for tomorrow afternoon and evening. I'm not overly impressed with this chance, but something we'll keep an eye on for you. Any stronger storm that does materialize may be causing some gusty winds and mainly small hail, but we'll keep an eye on the intensity of those storms as they track through. Now, high temperatures tomorrow, highly dependent on how thick the haze and the smoke is across the upper Midwest, but many forecast models have us in the mid to upper 70s, maybe around 80 degrees in some of our southern counties if you see enough non-filtered sunshine, so to speak. All right, 50 degrees tonight, partly cloudy and hazy, seasonable temperatures. Tomorrow, warmer but still hazy, 76 with those scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and into part of tomorrow night. Cooler Friday, high of only 61, but nice rebound for the weekend. And Monday and Tuesday, pleasant highs in the 70s. And mainly dry as well. Warmer by the middle of next week, and with that will come at least slight chances for some thunderstorms.
All right, Bill, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Coming up next in sports, Brewers hoping to take the series tonight in St. Louis. Plus, Minnesota looking to do the same out in L.A. A rubber match between the Twins and Dodgers. Rob's in next.
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring.
Ashley's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Get up to 50% off Spotlight deals. Plus, pay 0% interest for 72 months with no minimum or down payment. And ask how to receive a $100 Visa prepaid card. Only at Ashley.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new gas fire table, available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off outdoor living. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for Auto Show, where you can experience new Ford SUVs firsthand. Then head to your Northland Ford dealers for exclusive offers like 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Hurry in today. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Ashley's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Save $1,000 on select Sealy mattresses and get $100 instant savings on Ashley Sleep adjustable base sets. Plus, pay 0% interest for 72 months with no minimum or down payment. Only at Ashley.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
We're just past the quarter mark of the Major League Baseball season. Both the Brewers and Twins are in first place in their respective divisions. Milwaukee's in action later tonight, but the Twins were wrapping up their series in Los Angeles this afternoon, looking to make it 2 out of 3 over the Dodgers. Rubber match in L.A., Minnesota down 1 in the 4th until Byron Buxton unloads. He hammers this pitch deep to left center. That's going to tie the game. Buxton's solo shot makes it 1-1. Bottom of the inning, Mookie Betts puts the Dodgers back on top. He lines a base hit in a center. 1 run comes in. It's 2-1 Los Angeles until the 6th. That's when Joey Gallo shows off the strength. He's been providing some power for the Twins. Does it again in this one. That ties the game at 2. We're tied at 3 in the 7th, but with the bases loaded, James Outman blows this one wide open, straightaway center, and that is a grand slam. Dodgers go ahead by 4. Twins fall in the series finale 7-3. As for Milwaukee, it didn't look good on Monday night, but the Brewers bounced back in a big way on Tuesday. Joey Wiemer coming through for the Crew, his first homer away from AmFam Field, and it was a big one. It tied the game at 2, and then Brian Anderson put the Brewers in front for good. His 6th homer of the year gave Milwaukee the lead. Brewers got back in the win column. Corbin Burns will be on the hill tonight as Milwaukee looks to make it 2 out of 3 over the Cards. The UWL softball team begins its journey toward a national championship tomorrow. The Eagles are traveling to Pella, Iowa for their NCAA Division III regional. They'll take on
Bethel University tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eagles earned an automatic bid after winning the WIAC last week. It's the Eagles' 7th appearance in the NCAA tournament. Their first since 2019. UWO won the Pella Iowa Regional that same season. And lastly, some NFL news out of Minnesota. The Vikings reportedly making it official with their first-round pick, wide receiver Jordan Addison, agreeing to a 4-year deal with Minnesota worth just under $14 million with a team option for a 5th year. I got his name right.
That's right.
Finally. Little side story, Addison Reed was a pitcher for the Mets, and every time this name comes up, for some reason I call him Addison Reed, but I got it right, Jordan Addison.
He did, and when we put our shows together, we name each story that we have, and it says Addison Reed.
Just to test myself so I didn't get it wrong.
And he nailed it. That's Rob Schiff, everybody. There we go. Rob, thanks very much.
You got it.
All right, we will be right back to wrap things up right after this.
Cooley Carpet is here to help your spring cleaning during the spring cleaning sales event. Save 20% on perfect pet carpet styles, and they'll move the furniture for free. Select vinyl plank and hardwood are on sale. Estimates are free during the spring cleaning sales event at Cooley Carpet Center.
Every piece of land has a story written by those who work it. Like the Caggianos, who are brewing their own legacy. Or the Upshaws, who DIY all the time. While the Nelsons play lead in their own adventure, 150 years in the making. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us and start telling yours.
Talk to the John Deere experts at Tractor Central to find out which equipment is just right for your property. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Trust the auto experts at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. You know us for tires and batteries, trust and care, offering unbeatable deals on name brand automotive supplies and service. Like all Cooper or Goodyear tires, buy 3, get 1 free. $3 off these Blaine's brand vehicle batteries after sale and exchange. Save $200 on this Milwaukee Impact Wrench and Grease Gun Kit. Plus, rewards members get 5-quart jugs of Citgo SuperGuard motor oil for just $19.99 after rebate. Tires and batteries, trust and care. A Blaine's Farm and Fleet promise since 1955.
Cooley Carpet is here to help your spring cleaning during the spring cleaning sales event. Save 20% on perfect pet carpet styles, and they'll move the furniture for free. Select vinyl plank and hardwood are on sale. Estimates are free during the spring cleaning sales event at Cooley Carpet Center.
Passing clouds tonight, and again, still hazy from that wildfire smoke aloft from the fires in Western Canada. Seasonable temperatures in the 40s and 50s, right around 50 here in the Cross. Still hazy tomorrow, milder, mid-70s, with a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and into part of tomorrow night, and then cooler Friday. But the weekend still looking good with pleasant highs in the low to mid-70s.
All right, and Jordan Addison getting signed. Is he going to outpace Justin Jefferson this year in terms of yardage?
It's a good 1A and 1B.
It sure is.
Right?
Kirk Cousins got to be salivating over
Sure
there.
is.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you at 10.